Why did the Mercury program face so many delays? Have you ever wondered why the Mercury program, America's first human spaceflight initiative, faced so many setbacks? The journey to send astronauts into space was not as straightforward as one might think. Several factors contributed to the delays that shaped this historic program. First, let's talk about the rockets. NASA had plans to launch astronauts by 1960 using two different types of rockets. The smaller Redstone rocket was meant for short suborbital flights, while the larger Atlas rocket was intended for orbital missions. However, the Atlas rocket had a rough start. It experienced frequent failures, including explosions during test launches. These issues led to significant postponements in the program timeline. On the other hand, the Redstone rocket was more reliable but still faced its own challenges. For example, during an uncrewed flight with a chimpanzee, a booster failed to cut off at the right time. This triggered the capsule's escape system, sending it farther than planned. Such incidents required additional testing, which pushed back the timeline for the first crewed suborbital flight. Next, we need to consider the Mercury spacecraft itself. Designed to be small and lightweight, the capsule had limited systems and endurance. Its longest mission lasted only 24 hours, and many systems failed before that time was up. This compact design meant that careful testing and planning were essential, which contributed to further delays. Budget constraints also played a role in the Mercury program's timeline. As priorities shifted, NASA had to cancel several planned flights and test configurations. Missions like Mercury Jupiter and high-altitude balloon flights meant to test recovery systems were dropped. These changes reflected the evolving landscape of space exploration and the emergence of other projects, like the Gemini program. For the astronauts involved, these delays meant adapting to changing schedules and mission profiles. Training had to keep pace with the evolving capabilities of the spacecraft and uncertainties around launch readiness. The technical setbacks highlighted the importance of thorough pre-flight testing and planning, which shaped how astronauts prepared for their missions. In summary, the Mercury program faced delays due to a combination of technical challenges with rockets, spacecraft design limitations, budget constraints, and the dynamic nature of early space exploration. These factors not only influenced the timeline of the program but also shaped the training and experiences of the astronauts involved.